Hi guys, before we get started, I did want to let you know that since it is Cyber Monday, today is the last day to get the Hustle Smarter, Not Harder webinar series for 70% off. The Hustle Smarter, Not Harder webinar is all about getting clear on your goals, your aspirations, your overarching vision. It will help you to take tangible steps that inspired action to start living your dream life faster. This 1-hour webinar and corresponding 50-page workbook is a $300 value, but you can have it today for just $97. Make sure to check out the link in the description box below to sign up because, again, this offer will end tonight at 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay, let's go ahead and get into this week's video. Hello friends, it is Monday, November 19th. Welcome back to my channel. It's 7 o'clock at night. I'm about to sit down and write some words. As usual, I did not film on Sunday, but I did write, and I wrote 1,944 words yesterday, which put my manuscript over the 30,000 word mark. So I did not write last Friday. I had the live stream on Saturday and I was super pumped to write, so I took advantage of that. And Sunday normally is a self-care Sunday, and I still did all my self-care stuff. I stayed away from screens, so no social media, but I did write, so I was in front of a screen for some time. But really when I'm talking about self-care and screens, I'm mostly talking about social media and external influences. Just staying away from that for a full day. That was amazing. I was able to get some words down, so that was awesome. So tonight my goal is to write around 1,930 words. I am still on track for NaNoWriMo, which feels amazing. Since it is the holiday weekend, I'm thinking I want to do something a little bit different for this vlog because, to be honest, I just want to enjoy my holiday and I don't want to have the camera out every single day. So I'm sitting here kind of stewing over that, brainstorming how I want to do this video. So you guys will see, obviously, as this video progresses, what ends up happening. But I wanted to share with you guys one of my NaNoWriMo rewards because I did unbox it a little while ago and I filmed it. I just haven't put that footage in one of my NaNoWriMo update vlogs just yet. So I want to do that here with you guys now. So we're gonna roll into that footage real fast. It's a book subscription box, so it's an unboxing. Let's go ahead and roll on into that unboxing footage. I saved my unplugged book box unboxing for this video. You guys, I'm so excited for this. I absolutely love book subscription boxes. What I really love about Unplugged Book Box is that their seasonal boxes all have a self-care theme. And that's been a huge theme for NaNoWriMo and just for life in general. Of course, they do have one new hardcover release, but it's either young adult or new adult. And honestly, I don't know of many book subscription boxes that put new adult books in their boxes. And so I think that's really cool because I love new adult books. I think it's a target audience that isn't really paid attention to as much. And you know, that needs to change. And so I love that this particular book subscription box is making an impact there and including new adult hardcover books in their monthly subscriptions. And as if that isn't already great enough, each item in this box is from a small business. So as an indie author, of course, I want to support small businesses. So this is just a win-win. I want to let you guys know before I unbox it that you can get 10% off your order using my code KristenUnplug10 at unpluggedbookbox.com. I will leave this information in the description box below, so make sure you check them out and get 10% off your order. Let's open this guy up. So this is the November box. Home is where the heart is the theme, and this is the spoiler card, so I'm not going to look at that. The first thing here has little Harry Potter glasses on it. It says, "It's not much, but it's home." I want to say that was something that the Weasleys said. Now I have to look at the spoiler card. It says, "There perhaps exists no place that feels more like home than the Burrow from Harry Potter by J.K. Rowling. Although the Weasley family didn't have much, I was right. It was a welcoming environment with lots of love for anyone that visited. This wine glass was created by Amber and Matt of Bookish Signs and more for Unplugged Book Box. Use it to remind yourself that even the most humble of places and things can be a home if that is where your heart is. That is the sweetest thing I've ever read. I love this. Love it. Next, we've got some, it looks like some lip sugar scrub. And how cute is this? It's Laura Jean's Cowgirl Cookies sugar scrub. And Laura Jean, I'm pretty sure that's To All the Boys I've Loved Before. Checking my facts here. Yes, Laura Jean from To All the Boys I Loved Before by Jenny Han. This is so adorable. Looks like there is a cute little bookmark. Can never have enough bookmarks. And cool. Hey. So this is from the Perfectly Imperfect store, a little roller thing that you can put on your wrist, and it's got a bunch of essential oils in it and some really cool little crystals and gems in there, which stands for self-love, creative expression, and confidence. So this is really cool. I've never seen something like this before. That is really, really neat. There is Autumn Court Tea from A Court of Thorns and Roses. Cannot wait to try this. Blend of tasty pumpkin and warm cinnamon spice. I might have to brew this right now. The December theme, in case you're curious, is slow down, which I love that. I feel like I need whatever is in that box. Okay, and the book of the month is Come November by Katrine Van Dam. And interesting, there's an envelope that was stuck in the back of this book that says read after you finish Come November. Interesting. I wonder what that is. It does come with a signed book plate and also a letter from the author. So that is really neat. And it looks like, since it says I read YA, that this is a young adult book. It's one I have not heard of. I'm excited to read it, even though my TBR list is just, the pile just grows and grows and grows. So that was the November box for Unplugged Book Box. Again, the December theme is slow down, so I bet you that is going to be an incredible box. I love everything I got. I love that there are so many self-care items in this box, and I love what they stand for. So again, you can get 10% off your order using my discount code KristenUnplugged10. The link is in the description box below. Make sure you check that out and go support Unplugged Book Box. And now, let's write. Oh, this is good. Ah, what's happening? It is now 9 o'clock at night. Holy moly. I did not even realize that. I sat here for about 2 hours and just busted through my word count. I was writing for, surprise, surprise, Arden O'Leary. I always seem to have really awesome word counts and great writing sessions when I'm writing for Arden. So that was wonderful. I wrote 1,968 words. Let's see what that puts me at. 32,414 words. That's awesome. Let me show you guys my graph. So as you can see here, my next badge will be at 40,000 words, but this is the best my NaNoWriMo graph has ever looked in all my 3 years of doing NaNoWriMo. I always tend to fall off the map, like right in this section. Normally those would be really, really low. So you can tell I didn't update my word count on Sunday, so I updated it today. But yeah, is looking good. I didn't eat dinner, I just realized that. So I still have some crock-pot turkey chili left over. Again, guys, crock-pot meals, that is everything when you are just really running on a tight schedule and you've got a lot to do. So I'm gonna go fix myself a bowl of crock-pot turkey chili and turn on some like Netflix Christmas movie. That just sounds really nice. That's gonna be my reward tonight. But I will see you guys tomorrow for day 20. Or will I? I don't know. I don't know if I'm changing up the vlog this week. I have no idea. We shall see. My phone is turned off because I just heard it vibrate, as well as my Apple Watch, so we are not interrupted during this little chat. And we're gonna fix the pillow. It is Friday, November 23rd, day 23 of NaNoWriMo. Yesterday was Thanksgiving, and the day before that was the day before Thanksgiving. And to be totally honest, I did not write any words on either of those days. I plan on writing some words today. You'll probably notice there was no vlog footage over the past 2 days. Again, because I didn't write. And I also mentioned at the beginning of this vlog that I wanted to do something a little bit different for this week's video because I was getting, honestly, just kind of tired filming every single day, filming an update with my word count. Like, it's fun to do, but I feel like it's just been so redundant and so repetitive. And I wanted to talk about something that I've been dealing with, that I've been facing, specifically during this part of NaNoWriMo, which I've done NaNoWriMo for the past 3 years and I've never come across this before. So it's been an interesting feeling, kind of an interesting journey. And I wanted to take the past couple of days to kind of work through why I was feeling the way I was feeling. So the lighting in here might change during this video because there's currently a giant storm cloud rolling over my house right now. So the sun keeps kind of poking in and out of the cloud. So I apologize if the lighting is spotty. But what I want to talk about today, and this really should be a tea time. I haven't done a tea time in a while. I don't have my cup of tea, but we're just going with it because I've got limited daylight to work with. But what I wanted to talk about is judgment. I recently finished reading Judgment Detox by Gabby Bernstein. If you have not read this book, I highly recommend you pause this video and go purchase it right now because it is truly life-changing and impactful. And it brought me to a major realization that came about last night after Thanksgiving. So I went to go see the second Fantastic Beasts movie. It was so good, by the way. Not gonna spoil anything, but as I was watching this movie, I was like, wow. I was like, there are so many just like tie-ins from the Harry Potter world and just a lot of familiar names. And I was like, this is really cool. Like, J.K. Rowling is such a genius. She is so brilliant. So I've been having a little bit more trouble this week getting the words down. And it hasn't been motivation because I am fully motivated to write. What it's been instead is judgment. And I didn't realize it until I finished reading that book and then I went and saw Fantastic Beasts. I realized I've been judging myself as a writer. I've been judging the words that have been going onto the page. I've been judging my writing sessions. It's just a whole bunch of judgment. And when I really sat down to think about it, I was like, this pertains to so many people in so many different ways, not just writers, not just on yourself, but also just judging other people and comparing yourself to other people or comparing one person with another person. And I'm like, we do this all the time. And so I wanted to come on here today and talk about this judgment that we all have, and to really pose the question, who are we to judge? Not only other people, but ourselves. So I realized as I was watching Fantastic Beasts last night that I was so just captivated by the ending of that movie, by all of the tie-ins, all of these subplots that, you know, everything was just coming full circle. And I'm currently writing a series of my own, and I'm only the 3rd book in, so I have 3 more books that I need to write, but I'm making sure that I'm tying up like loose ends and really, you know, having things come full circle, but they can't come full circle yet because I still have 3 more books to write. I've only ever written a trilogy before. I have not written a series of 6 books like the Shadow Crown series. So the Alpha Drive is a trilogy, Shadow Crown will be 6 books. So it's been a different experience for me because normally in the 3rd book, since I wrote a trilogy before, this would be the last book. And there's plenty more story to tell, but it's finding a way to end this 3rd book in a way that is satisfying for both me as the writer and also for the reader, and tying up things without giving too much away and without tying up too much so that then you don't have anything to write for the next books. So I came to realize over the past week really that I have just been so harsh on myself and judging myself and the words that I'm about to write. And it kind of goes hand in hand with expectations, right? So it's putting expectations on your writing sessions, your word count, the actual quality of the words. It's all of that. It's all judgment. And after doing some internal work and really digging, I've realized the reason why I have so much judgment on myself and my words right now is honestly because of a fear of acceptance. I fear that I'm not going to accept my own work, that other people won't accept this work, that it's not going to be satisfying enough for me, it won't be satisfying for my readers. So there's just all this fear there. And I've talked about fear a lot. And I've also realized the judgment is coming from fear, because all of our choices, all of our decisions come from one of two places, and that's either fear or love. So obviously judgment and being judgmental and harsh and thinking self-deprecating thoughts, that's all coming out of a place of fear. So I asked myself today specifically, how can I shift to a place of love and compassion and giving myself some grace and just writing for the love of writing, you know, not putting expectations, not judging what I'm writing. Because here's the thing about a first draft, and here's the thing about NaNoWriMo, is that you are just trying to get the story down on paper. Of course, we all want to write quality words, but that's not always going to happen. But you can't edit a blank page. You can't edit something that hasn't been written yet. So it's important to get that first draft down so that you do have something to work with, and you can edit it and revise it and make it better and really make it shine, make it the story you want it to be. So I've been judging myself, criticizing myself very harshly over the past week because I want the ending of this particular book. I have it envisioned in my head, but when I sit down to write, there's this kind of crippling fear that I'm not going to be able to present this ending or to write this ending in, you know, the way I'm envisioning it in my head. And that's a really scary thing as a writer, because all I have are my words. My words are what are going onto the page. And so putting all of this judgment and expectations around that, of course I'm going to be crippled by fear. Of course it's going to be so hard for me to sit down at my laptop and just start typing, because I'm already telling myself that it's going to be bad or that it's going to be a certain way. So this is where judgment and expectations and taking action out of fear is really, really dangerous. And the same goes with when we are judging other people or comparing ourselves with other people or comparing, you know, one person with another person. So before I open my mouth or ever say anything, I always ask myself 3 questions. Is it helpful? Is it kind? And is it coming from a place of love? If I cannot answer a resounding yes to all 3 of those questions, then I just don't say it. I let the thought just pass me by. Don't think it anymore. I just let it pass, and that's it. Because if it's not helpful, then what's the point? If it's not kind, what's the point? If it's not coming from a place of love, what is the point of even saying it or thinking it or dwelling on it? And this can be something that you're thinking about yourself or something that you're thinking about another person. And again, you have to ask yourself, who am I to judge this person? Who am I to judge their work, their creative work? Who am I to do any of that? When you really think about it, that power doesn't lie with us. We are human beings. We are imperfect. I did a tea time on just overcoming perfectionism. And so unless you are absolutely perfect and absolutely flawless, which doesn't exist, we've already talked about that, then who are you to judge? None of us. I don't have a right to judge anyone's anything. I don't have even a right to judge myself. I do not have that right. Judgment comes from a place of fear. So if you are judging another person, or you're gossiping, or you're saying something rude about them, or you're cyberbullying, whatever it is, I really encourage you, instead of lashing out, the next time you're having a negative thought, to look inward and see what is going on with you internally, because I guarantee you there is some deep stuff packed away in your subconscious, stuff that you don't even know, that is causing you to want to behave in that way and to lash out a lot of the time at people you don't even know. I see this all the time on social media when it comes to elections, when it comes to some kind of celebrity news. Everyone has their opinions and everyone has, you know, their comments and the things that they want to say. And a lot of the times I see it's really negative and hurtful and honestly quite demeaning. And my point is, again, who are we to judge? I don't know what this person has been through. I don't know the struggles, the challenges, the things that they've overcome to be the person they are today, to create the art that they're creating today, to do the work that they're doing today. There's absolutely no place for me to sit there and judge someone else and what they're doing. And the same goes for us, for ourselves, because I know I am my own worst critic. I know how tough we can be on ourselves and how we can just be so judgmental of ourselves. And this is a huge thing with self-love. It is so hard to realize your dreams and to go after your dreams if you do not have self-love. If you don't love yourself, it's really hard to write a book. It's really hard to write a book because you are going to fail. You are going to make mistakes. You're going to wish that maybe you had done something different. And if you don't have self-love, then you are going to feel like a failure. You're going to have that feeling of failure. But when you love yourself enough to know that you are worthy of your dreams and that those mistakes are lessons to be learned and that they're shaping you and turning you into the person that you are today, then that judgment starts to fade away. And that's what I've noticed over the past year, is that I am much less harsh on myself. I still have work to do. I am not perfect by any means, but I'm judging myself less and less. And I'm able to recognize now when I am judging myself, when I'm judging the work that I'm doing and my art. And a lot of the time it's because of those external factors. It's not even coming from an internal place. It's because someone said something or made a comment, and it's kind of, that comment has dug its way into your subconscious and it's just sat there and lingered and marinated. And when fear wants to drive the car, then that's the thought that comes forward. That's the thought that suddenly gets put in the driver's seat, and it's crippling because you don't want to do anything else, and you start judging yourself and everything that you're doing. So I am making it a point for the rest of this NaNoWriMo to stop judging myself. And it really is as simple as deciding. As soon as you start to have a thought that is critical of yourself or saying that you can't do this, that's when you need to recognize it and just nip it right there. Just completely get rid of it and say, nope, that's fear talking. I recognize that it's fear talking, and I'm going to shift into a place of love. I'm going to shift to a place of knowing that I'm worthy and loving myself enough to create this piece of art or to do whatever it is you want to do. Shift to that place of love, to stop putting expectations on my words and my writing sessions, to stop judging myself, and to just let the process of writing, let my creative process unfold. Again, I have never written the third book in a series where I have additional books to write after that. This is new and exciting and uncharted territory for me. So why am I judging it? I just need to allow it to unfold because that's what it's going to do anyway. So if there is anything that I want you to take away from this tea time, it is to stop judging yourself, to stop judging other people. And also, I encourage you, the next time you're about to open your mouth or type a comment, to ask yourself the 3 questions that I ask myself, which, is it helpful? Is it kind? And is it coming from a place of love? If you cannot answer yes and a big resounding yes to all 3 of those questions, just let the thought float away. Don't give it any more thought. Just let it pass by. There's no need to dwell on it. So seeing as this tea time was a little bit on the longer side, that is all that I have for you guys today for this video. If you liked it, please make sure to give it a thumbs up to support my channel. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as that little bell. That will send you email notifications whenever I upload a new video so you don't miss them. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.